Okay, so in this problem, we are just going to be practicing our order of operations. You'll notice that you've got a plus sign, a multiplication sign, a plus sign, and then you've got this parentheses with something inside raised to a power, okay? So what do? Well, the first thing we do is we handle what's inside the parentheses. So I'm just going to copy everything down and then handle what's inside the parentheses. 1 minus 5 becomes negative 4, and I raise that to the third power. Okay, so now what do? Well, I am done with all of my parentheses because I am now just dealing with the exponents of the 3 on the negative 4. And so I am going to handle that. So I'm just going to copy everything down and see what is negative 4 to the third power. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So 4 times 4 times 4, which is what what 4 to the third power is 64. So if 4 cubed is 64, what is negative 4 cubed? Well, that means I would be doing negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Since the first two negatives will cancel each other out, right? And so I got a positive, but then I'm doing a positive times a negative, so I'll have a negative. So I have times negative 64, okay? All right, so now I'm doing 2 plus 5 times 6 times negative 64. And so now I'm doing my multiplication. So I have 2 plus, and you can just do it left to right. So what is 5 times 6? It's 30. So I'm doing 30 times negative 64. All right, now I'm doing 30 times negative 64. How do I do that? Well, we can, you can do the algorithm that you've probably learned at some point in time where you're multiplying like this, or you can recognize 30 as 3 times 10 and multiply that times negative 4. We'll just do the algorithm real quick, right? So you got 0 and 0 from multiplying the zeros. You carry the 0. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Whenever you do this, you should just ignore the negative, though. So 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19. And you handle the negative when you're done at the end, okay? So I've got 1, 9, 2, 0. And so 30 times 64 is 1,920. But since 64 is actually negative 64, it's negative 1,920. So I have 2 minus, because of the negative sign, 1,920. And then I do that subtraction. And so I have negative 1,918 because I have to go back towards the right on the number line towards 0 from negative 1,920 by 2. And so that is the solution to this problem.